have this theorem that says that the limit as x approaches c of f of x equals L is equivalent to saying for all sequences that don't contain c in the sequence, if xn goes to c, then f of x of n goes to L. Now I was asked to explain this part in particular, and I'm going to do that by an example. And the example is, we know from 119 that the limit as x approaches 0 of x squared plus 5 is equal to 5. I'm going to show how this works with the sequence side by picking a particular sequence. It's going to be true for all sequences, but I'm going to show you a particular sequence, and then you'll see exactly how this thing over here works. So I need a sequence that goes to 0. So my favorite one is just going to be 1 over n goes to 0. Right? So this is exactly x sub n equals c. So this is really the same as x sub n goes to c, where those are equal and those are equal. Alright, so the question is, then what does it mean for f sub x sub n to go to L? Well, let's figure out what f sub x sub n is. So by the way, L is equal to 5, so that are the same. I need this thing to go to 5, is what it should boil down to. But what is f of x sub n? Well, x sub n is equal to 1 over n. So f of 1 over n has to converge to something, but I can find what f of 1 over n is. I just plug it into the formula. Instead of having an x there, I have an x sub n. So I'm going to square whatever the input is, 1 over n, and add 5. This is equal to 1 over n squared plus 5, which equals 1 over n squared plus 5, which equals, I have a new sequence. 1 over 1 squared is plus 5 is 6. If I plug in 2, I get 1 quarter, 5, 1.25. If I plug in 1/3, or n equals 3, I get, I don't know, 1/9 plus 5, which is 5 and a ninth, how about? And 5 and 16th, 5 and 1/25. That's what the sequence is. And you might think to yourself, what is this converging to? This is converging, you can pretty clearly see this is converging to 5. And this, you can tell, as n goes really big, that's going to go to 0. And the 5 is just stuck. So what does it mean for f sub x sub n? Well, what it really means is that f of x sub n defines a new sequence. That sequence has got to converge to this limit over here. So this thing is equal to 5, goes to 5, is the same thing as saying that the limit of f of x sub n, it's not writing, that this sequence goes to 5. So f of x sub n is just another name for a sequence that you get by taking your x sub n and plugging it into the formula. That's all there is to it. And apparently I don't know how to work this. So I'm really trying to stop this right now. Here, we're going to end now.